Why did they ghost you? That's the topic of today's pick a card reading. Why did they ghost you? What does it say about them? What does it say about you? Let's find out together. Today's pick a card titled, Why Did They Ghost? Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are in the world. This is your boy, Diraj Emperor, back again today with another pick a card reading. And today's question is, why did they ghost you? So, before we even begin, I would like to thank anyone that's actually subscribed to my channel. And I will ask very nicely if you could like, share and subscribe to my channel. There's plenty more content to come, so stay tuned, and we shall I'll be happy to take any questions regarding any topics that you might have that you want me to discuss, any pick a card type of readings that you would like me to discuss. Happy to do so whatsoever, never really a problem at all. I am actually on Twitter, so if you would like to follow me on Twitter too, my handle is at DirajEmperor1. If you would like to book a private reading with me, please feel free to do so. You can actually contact me via email, which is dirajemperor@gmail.com. Alternatively, you can visit my website and book a reading, which is dirajemperortarot.co.uk. Right, so on to today's actual reading. Why did they ghost? Horrendous subject, I know, but we've all been there. And anyone who says they haven't been there, come on, let's be honest, you're lying. Ghosting is never nice when you think you've found a relationship that you're really happy with, and all of a sudden off they go, never to be seen again. Absolutely disgusting. And before I even start looking into this particular reading itself and discussing why they would do that to you, always remember one thing about ghosting. Ghosting says more about the ghoster than it ever does about you. You're the one definitely who suffers, but remember, you are beautiful and you are good. There's nothing that you can do to change their mind, but they are trash for doing exactly what they've done. Right? Always remember that. It's never ever about you. It says more about them than it ever does about you. So let's have a look into today's reading. Why did they ghost you? I have 4 piles today. I normally do 3, but it's a very intense topic, so I feel the need to actually do more piles. And I've pre-shuffled and put the piles out for you. This is pile number 1. This is pile number 2. This is pile number 3. This is pile number 4. Feel free to pause the video, concentrate, really take your time, really think about the person that's ghosted you. Breathe in, breathe out, concentrate, close your eyes. I'll give you a few moments. Really think about it, really concentrate all your energy onto the person that ghosted you, and let's discuss and let's see why they did that. So I'm going to give you a few moments to decide. Feel free to pause should you need so. Okay, let's begin. I'm going to start now with pile number 1. So I'm just going to move these out of the way. So, pile number 1. Why did they ghost you? Eight of Wands. 8 of Pentacles. and the King of Pentacles. So, why did they ghost you? Looks to me as if they are going through some stuff. They were going through lots and lots of different things in their particular life. At that moment in time, they were dating you. And I think a lot of this was actually mainly to do with work. They actually feel that they didn't actually have enough money, and work for me was actually more the priority in their life, more than anything else. They did like you. I'm actually going to be honest with you. I think they did like you. It wasn't a case that they didn't actually like you, nor did they actually feel that you out of their league. No, they did like you. However, the only problem was, I found that this relationship at the time actually was probably moving a bit too fast for them. I think that the feelings that they actually had for you were quite intense. And I'm seeing that here actually with the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Wands, beg your pardon. The Eight of Wands. Everything itself was moving too fast. And they just didn't really have time to really sit down and absorb what was happening. And out of fear, almost, and I actually feel it is actually almost out of fear, that they really didn't know what to do and how to handle this situation. They should have and could have handled this a lot better. They should have handled this a lot better than what they actually did. And this is actually the case with any form of ghosting. They should always, I always believe that when it comes to ghosting only happens because you just really don't know how to handle the situation itself. You don't want to have the actual conversation with the person. You know, whether you want to say that, listen, can we just go on a little bit of a break? Can we just slow things down? Rather, what they would rather do is they would rather end everything just like that. And with the technology that's around, and if you think about dating today is all about technology. Whether it be Instagram, whether it be WhatsApp, whether it be anything else, all social media based. At the click of a button, you can block anybody you want. You can block someone's number, you can block someone's account. And this is what I see they've actually done here. They did like you. I'm not even going to sit there and say that they didn't. I'm seeing that right now with the King of Pentacles, the way that the King is sitting there, that they did see a future with you. But their only problem is that work for them is the priority. There's so much actually going on with their life. Work was just overbearing them. They were, I think, potentially money could be an issue. They just changed jobs. They were actually looking to get themselves settled down. They weren't really looking to get into a relationship, but all that happened was that you'd come along, and everything moved so quickly. They literally didn't have any time to sit down and think this through, and in the end they just decided just to end this. As to what I see with the future of this actual particular relationship, I actually do believe that this is probably not the last you've actually heard of them. Now, it is entirely up to you what you wish to do with this situation. I mean, I know you're probably upset right now, as you should be, with this person leaving you in the dark the way they did. But they, at some point when they do feel they are settled, they will actually come forward towards you. And I'm actually seeing that here with the Eight of Wands, is fast communication, which will actually happen in the future at some point. But you have to really think about this and think about this thoroughly. Are you going to be able to build a relationship, a trustworthy relationship with somebody on the back of somebody that can ghost you just like that? This person really should have had an adult conversation with you, but they did not. So please, if this is you and you did actually pick this pile, I would only recommend to you that you really think about this and think about this very thoroughly before you do decide to talk to them again. And I do believe they will try and contact you again. I don't believe this is to be over, but do take your time with this. But as to why they ghosted, it had nothing to do with you. It was all about them. It was all about their money. These people, yeah, I'll tell you now, they were selfish. They were absolutely selfish. As all most ghosters are, they're all selfish. But the harsh reality of it is, they did like you. And it is up to you what you do from here on in. Okay, so that's what I have for part number 1. Please like, share and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you very much. Okay, so part number 2. Why did they ghost you? Let's see. The Chariot, 10 of Pentacles. Lots of Pentacles coming up today. And Knight of Pentacles. Wow. What is that is going on? Knight of Pentacles and Knight of Pentacles. Okay, straight off the bat, I'm seeing choices. There was a massive choice right at the very beginning when they met you. So this person was dealing with an ex. That's what I'm seeing. They were not actually connected with this ex when you came into the picture. So at the time, things were all good. They started this relationship with you. Things were developing very nicely. However, this person, I feel, reconnected with an ex. Potentially an ex that actually goes to them, more than likely. Just goes to show, you know, how these things are themselves very cyclical. And when that happened, they still had feelings for this person. When this person came along, they were left with a massive choice as to what to do now. So I'm just going to turn these around. Do I go with my conscience and say to myself, right, I have now decided to move on, and therefore what I should really do is actually move on with this new love, which was you? Or do I leave this new love and go back to the person that really I'm actually emotionally invested in already, because I already had a relationship with that person before? This is why there was this choice. I'm seeing this Chariot, the Chariot actually come up first of all. As to what exactly the position they're in right now, well, if I'm actually looking at them right now, yeah, I mean, I guess that, you know, they for a while they did find happiness with this person, whoever this person was. You know, as horrendous as it sounds, I mean, you know, people do have, you know, they're in a lucky position where they have 2 people vying for their attention, which your person once upon a time was, and they opted to choose them over you. And they were happy for a while. But you've got to remember one thing as well. Karma itself is actually cyclical. And what I'm seeing here, there's a massive karma vibe that I'm actually seeing here. You see, listen, you came into their life and everything was good. This third party came in and automatically just broke down everything. The relationship that you were building, it was broken right down from the foundations. They decided not to go with you. They decided to move on. And you know, when you really think about it, why did they ghost? Well, the answer is actually very simple. I mean, how on earth do you tell somebody that, well, you know, I do like you, you know, you're a lovely guy, you're a lovely girl, but I really don't know what to do right now because my ex, who I love tremendously, they're the person that I really want to be with. I mean, what the hell, man? He's like, what exactly can you say with that? What say to that? So they just opted just to ghost you and move off and do their own thing. And, you know, they were happy. But I can tell you now, they're not happy right now. Because right now, they're actually in this Knight of Pentacles energy. I mean, the Knight of Pentacles, let's be honest, what exactly is going on here? The Knight, you know, they took... Knights are cards of fast action. And I have a feeling that they took fast action when it comes to this particular choice that they had to make. They didn't sit down and think it was through. they didn't take the time to realize, oh, wait a minute, the person that I'm leaving you for ghosted me in the first place. So why am I okay, I'm emotionally invested in that guy, but what exactly is going on here? The fact of the matter is, I need to sit down and take my time with this. They were in this Knight energy of moving forward very, very fast. But this Knight of Pentacles energy right now that I'm seeing in this particular reading, he ain't moving fast. He's just sitting there holding his pentacles thinking, oh, what do I do now? So this person that they've gone to, they're standing there right now saying that, listen, I left a very good guy, I left a very good girl for you. What's happening? That love that they've given is not actually being reciprocated. Their ex, the person that they came back, their ex, that actually came back into their life, they ghosted them, and they got them back. But what? It's not going anywhere. There is resentment here, and I'm seeing this from your person. Your person probably does realize that they've actually made a mistake. And just like in pile 1, actually, they potentially could come back to you, but it's completely up to you whether what you do with that. I personally would not do this because I think this particular pile, and I do apologize for anyone who did actually pick this pile, but this pile, your person was trash, and you are better off without them in your life. You know, they rekindled with an ex, they moved on. I think you should actually be in this particular 10 of Pentacles energy, which is that fulfillment. Realize there's something that you actually have dodged a bullet here. So I believe that the right thing for you to do is cut this person out completely. If this person actually left you, you know what? Sodom, as we say in the UK. You know what? They're not worth your time whatsoever. You know, you are worth it. Sorry, not to bring in the old stupid fucking L'Oreal. Excuse me, I don't mind. I don't mean to swear, but you know what I'm talking about. I'm trying to say to you, you know, you are worth 10 of them, and they are trash for actually leaving you, for ghosting you, and they're even more trash for actually leaving somebody that actually goes to them. Beg your pardon. They actually left you in order to be with someone that actually left them in the first place. So what does that say about them? And you want them back? No. You're better than that. Anyway, that's pile number 2 done and dusted. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Okay, pile number 3. Why did they go? Oh my good god, what's going on here? Knight of Swords. Oh, okay, so this one here, pile number 3. Wow, we'll turn it around so you can see. Makes me look a bit better. Knight of Swords, Ace of Cups, and 8 of Cups. Cups. Lots of cups here. So lots of love here. This actually, if I'm looking at it, there's somehow, it's very funny that these 1, 2, and 3, beg your pardon, pile 2, just like pile 3 right now, they are very similar to pile 1. What I'm actually seeing here, this is very similar to pile 1, but where I'm seeing that this person, I believe, actually rushed into this relationship with you. They had a lot of love for you, and I think you have a lot of love for them, and they actually rushed into this very, very quickly. They didn't really see this through. You know, the simple fact of the matter is, they just came charging in. They saw you in a club one day, I actually think, or they were stalking you on social media. This is someone I'm thinking who thinks with their logical mind as opposed to their emotional mind. So head rules the heart. They saw you, and they were attracted to you immediately and came charging in, just like the Knight of Swords energy. And you fell for them too. I'm seeing that right now with the Ace of Cups. You fell for them as well. You actually were attracted to them. But what I'm seeing here is the 8 of Cups. This person decided to walk away. 8 of Cups normally is, you know, being in a particularly good situation and walking away from him. Mainly because it might be a wrong time. Right? Sorry, beg your pardon. Mainly because it might be the wrong time for this particular relationship, but I'm not seeing that actually within these three cards. I'm just going to turn around just so I can read them better. I'm not seeing that with these three cards. What I'm actually seeing is this person, your person, as per any person that actually ghosts, let's be honest, they were a complete a-hole. I have no other way to say it. That person was a complete a-hole. I mean, the simple fact of the matter is this. They chose to venture after you, just like this Knight of Swords energy, and made you fall head over heels for them, offered you this new love. But you know what? And I'm really sorry to say this, and I do feel sorry for anybody that actually picked this particular pile. I have a feeling this person is all about the chase. They only like to chase, and that's all it really is. Once they had you, they didn't see you as a challenge anymore, and therefore this person just decided to walk away. This is horrendous, and I'm really sorry to actually say this to you, but again, I'm just like this with pile number 2 as well. This particular pile, this actually does relate back to pile number 2. You're actually better off without them. In fact, if you do feel like it, just go back and watch pile number 2. Is actually it does tie back in. This person, they were very immature. They honestly believe that they are it. They have the world of feet. They honestly believe that their poo-poo don't stink. I mean, they just think that they can go after anybody that they want. They actually think that they can chase anybody that they want. They can have whoever they want. And as and when they feel like it, they can just cut off any relationships that they want in their life. They have no idea about emotions and about how emotions actually affect other people, because they're very selfish. Fast moving energy, like I'm seeing here with the Knight of Swords, and you fell head over heel for them, but then when they decided, they didn't realize exactly what they had. Just like I'm seeing here with the 8 of Cups, this person, whoever this person is, decided to walk away from the 8 of Cups in search of something better, but they don't realize how good they actually have it. I mean, 8 Cups is in search. I mean, you know that expression that goes, a bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. You got 8 cups all standing, but this person said, no, I don't want 8 cups, I want to go after my 10 cups. So decided to turn their back on it and walk away, because they went in search of something better. But they don't realize that you were as good as going to get. You were, you're a phenomenal person. Who wouldn't want to be in a relationship with you? I mean, with all this love that you have to give them, with all this emotion that you poured into them, and then they just decide to walk away. No. Again, you just like pile 2, like I said in the pile 2, the simple and harsh reality of it is you're better than them, 10 times better than them, and they're just trash. Let's be honest, they're absolute trash. You don't need them. This is actually a karmic lesson for you, to realize that there are people that are out there like that, and this was something that the universe and your angels actually did send you this person to teach you a lesson about how people really are. But it was a lesson learned, and it was a lesson learned the hard way, the harsh way. You have a lot of love to give, but remember, your cup that you're going to give, make sure you give it to the right person, not people like this. This person is absolute trash. Leave them alone. You know what I mean? If this person does ever decide to call you back, ever decide to turn around in this position right now and come back to you, say that, oh, I didn't realize what I had. You were my person, and I totally remember. You know what? Just tell them, I don't want to hear it. Go back to where you came from. Anyway, that's I hope that gave you a bit of clarity. Please like, share and subscribe, and I shall see you in the next video. So last but not least, let's come in and have a look at pile number 4. Why did they ghost? Why did they ghost? Okay, okay, Page of Swords, 9 of Wands, and the 3 of Pentacles. Going back into Apprentice. Oh, what did I do? Battle weary, immature energy. Yeah, lots of immature energy I'm seeing here. Battle weary and just... I think this person, is a serial dater. If I really be honest with you, this person actually just goes through relationship after relationship after relationship after relationship, and in the end has been completely dated out. I mean, they're completely battle weary. They have no idea what they really want. 1 minute they say that I want a sensitive guy, 1 minute I want a bad boy, 1 minute I want a rich guy, next minute, oh, but you know what, he doesn't look after me because, yeah, so and so. You know what, they actually have no idea what they want, right? And it's gonna, guy or girl, please don't take too much mind into, when I'm talking about genders. I'm only talking about, the actual energies themselves. You see this guy over here, you see him here, he's out there, trying to date so many different people, and each and every time he keeps getting his fingers burned. And you know what? Why his fingers are getting burned? It's none of it. It's all of his own doing. It's nothing with regards to what they've done to him. It's all about what he's actually done to himself. He just simply cannot decide what it is what he wants, and he's actually very immature. He or she, doesn't really matter. He needs to go back and do some real serious soul searching, really decide what it is they really want. They can't just sit there just dating people left, right and center thinking that they're going to find the one. They need to decide themselves as to what they actually really want in life, what they're really looking for in a particular partner, and not just going through various partners. I'm having a look at this right now. They have gone through a spate of guys or a spate of girls, whatever you want, and they just simply just don't understand that this is not how things work. There's nothing. Oh my god, I actually whoever this is actually, so if you chose pile number 4, whoever this person is, I just feel like slapping him every time, or her, whoever this actual person is, because my goodness, they really are trash. Just like all the other 3 piles that have gone before this. What is wrong with people? This is actually one of the funniest Pega card readings I've actually done in a while. They have no idea what they want whatsoever. You came along and I think you were funny. You made them laugh. You took them out for dates, and you spent a bit of money on them. But you know what? They're just immature. They have no idea. 1 minute they're actually sitting there saying that, oh, I want a really good guy. I want a really good girl. I want a friendly guy. I want someone who's going to look after me, take me out to nice places, and then you give them everything that you want, and it's not enough for them. Maybe that's just it. Maybe that's exactly what it is. They simply don't realize, or beg your pardon, they have no idea what is actually enough for them, or they just simply nothing's actually enough for this person. And you can just give them everything in the world. You can give them the world and they'll never be satisfied. And maybe that's just it. They have a lot of growing up to do. I'm seeing that now with the 3 of Pentacles, which is the card of the Apprentice. They need to go back and really think about this. This person might give you a call back, and it's up to you if you really want to talk to them, but in my opinion, then it's simply not worth it. Okay, so that's the end of pile number 3. Please like, share and subscribe to the video. I shall see you in my next video, so stay tuned. Bye bye.